Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast today. So today topic will be about falling into a rut. So what is a rut? So apparently falling into a rut is when there's a time of your life where you have no understanding of where you should be with your life. Like stuck in a moment, stuck in a place where you think that this is it, this is who I am, this is all I have, I've got nothing to live on. And you're just stuck with the same characteristic and the same person that you are and with whatever that you have in your life. And there's a lot of like mental health that comes with it too when you come or become like in that process of thinking I'm in a rut. So that's what a rut is. And there is a lot of factors why we tend to fall into that headspace of I have fallen into a rut. So I will get into that along the podcast and read through my notes and explain my experience as well like explaining falling into a rut and stuff, relating myself into it. So yeah, so it's not really a good thing to like fall into a rut when you're in your 20s, but that's how we learn by falling into like a rut, like because we like have no idea. Is it because the people that we hanging around with? Is it because the job that we work in, or is it just because we're just doing nothing and just not being happy of who we are and where we are? And that's where we have that mentality of thoughts of falling into a rut because we feel like there could be more to life than just doing the same thing every day, live by day, and going by paycheck to paycheck every week. And yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with falling into a rut. As long as you take a step back from that and look at what you have in front of you and be like, wow, this is why I have fallen into a rut. Is it because of the friendship group that I am surrounding myself with? Because especially with friends, the people that you hang around with is the person that you will become, and it does that can be one of the that is one of the factor that determine why you feel that way when you fall into a rut. And it could be who you hang around with, your influences, what you are consuming on social media as well, and having those influence on you can affect how you think and why you are think of you are in a rut. So your social group is very important. So you gotta be aware of who you hang around with and getting your information from, and yeah, that's one of the factors. And there's a lot of mental side of it as well when you are falling into a rut, especially when you think that you are doing well in your life, but then there's a certain time where everything just hits you at once. It's because we haven't dealt with certain things in our life, like maybe trauma from our childhood, not really happy of who we are or who we become, and that there will be uh, a lot of like chemical reaction in our head as well. I'm not really a doctor, so I can't really go into depth with that. But from my experience, is that when you feel like there's more to life than just going to work, getting paid, and just doing the same thing every day, you feel like there's more to life, and you wanna, especially if you are like a person that want to go and get stuff or who have grew up poorly. Um, that's why you have all the mental health that bothers you, especially like depression and just low self-esteem and all that stuff comes into play of falling into a rut because you feel like it is the end, it is what it is. But once you start to like build those confidence up, do something about the depression that you are feeling and all that mental health that you went through with your life, fixing those problems will help you get out of the rut eventually. If you work on it and be consistent, then it will be great. But you just gotta be honest with yourself when you are working on your mental health for the long term as well. And definitely like the lack of purpose as well. When we don't really have a purpose in life, we tend to, like I said earlier, keep repeating the same thing that we do, just the normal stuff that people like expect us to do: buy a house, get a job, get married, have kids, and just repeat until the next generation comes. You need to find your purpose to actually like get out of that headspace of just doing a thing repeatedly. Like, is it really what you want in your life? Um, if not, then find that purpose that you want to have in your life, that you want to do something for yourself to leave some um, history and all that stuff. And that's what it is. Just gonna need to find purpose in your life to get out of that rut as well. Like, let's say that you want to help people, maybe go help people, find like a course that you can study to help people, like counseling or anything that can help people, interaction with people, something that can be rewarding. If that is your purpose in life, but if your purpose in life is just to be quiet, being alone, then you can also do that. There's nothing wrong with that purpose if you keep it to yourself, and yeah, that's what it is. Can get out of a rut like that, just cutting people off, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're happy and getting out of that rut, then that's all that matters. There's no wrong and right answer. As long as you have a purpose and get yourself out of that rut, then that's all that matters. And that's what I want for people as well. Find purpose as well and get out of that hole. And also, when you want to get out of that rut, you want to like know who you are as a person. You want to be honest with yourself, but like, it is the person that I want to be forever for the next 5 or 10 years, or depending how long you want to be this person, or do you want to grow and upgrade and level up to be the better person that you can be? And then all the other things that come with it, like having that purpose, breaking through that mental health, and just self-development as well. You gotta ask yourself, like, how do I improve? How do I get out of this hole that I dig myself into? Like, what can I do? So you gotta like take a step back, and look around and be like, do I want this friend group? Do I why am I feeling all this sort of stuff with my mental health? What is triggering me? Why am I being affected by that? And what is my purpose? So what you need to do is slowly like pace yourself and figure out one little aspect of those in your life. Pick one thing, fix on it slowly. Pick another thing, fix it slowly, and analyze why those are happening around you, and slowly pace yourself to fix it. And then once you do it, you slowly will get out of that rut that you're in. And I'll just tell you a story of myself as well. There has been time I've been in a rut back in my early 20s where drinking alcohol, gambling as well, especially like having no money and still going out to party and not having enough money to pay for taxi. Like, that was one of the worst times that I had in my life, in my early 20s. And thankfully I had friends that were there to support me, to get me back into the job that I needed. And if I didn't have those friends, then I wouldn't be here today, not having money or not having a job. And I am thankful for having those circle of friends. But life changes as well, and you start to lose those friends. But that our time where you have to like wake up and take some action and be honest with what you are doing with your life, and that one time I just was like, I had enough. So I started like doing like a lot of self development, a lot of like talking, um, asking like older, mature males because of what they've been through as well. Because if I can relate to what they can relate or what they have been through, and they can give me like advice or whatever, like what they think is valuable, which I also took valuable values from them, the older guy that I spoke to, and kept them with me till now. And just had to put them into practice as well, not just take them and not use it. You had to take advice into action. That way you can further yourself in the future in a better way. So a lot of self development for myself was very difficult, especially growing up being poor and not having like a structure to follow, especially in a broken family. But that didn't stop me, especially like reaching into my adulthood, having like no pathway or no strong circle of supportive friends as well. It's only like the timing when it's right, I will get it, but there are times when I need it, I don't get it. So that time when I don't get their support, I have to like take a step back for myself and do my own growth, my own learning, so I don't get or fall into that rut again. And it was the best thing ever. Um, Falling back on my own for 2 to 3 years of just self development, still doing right now, which is good. Still growing, leveling up. Nothing wrong with that. The life happens and can't control situations, but you still need to level up and be aware of why this is happening and what can I do better from this day and now on. And I just want to pass on my experience and my knowledge and whatever like you people can take from this podcast. And I just want to like encourage people to work on themselves, especially if they do fall into a rut. Take a step back and go from there. Look at each little aspect of the puzzle of your life and fix those slowly. And be patient. Don't rush the process as they say it. Don't rush the process. Delay gratification. Take your time and be patient. And yeah, hopefully they help. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for listening, tuning in, and I hope that you guys can take something out of this podcast with the right attitude and use it to your own advantage, if you guys can, to level up better, to be the person that you want to be. And yeah, I'll post up more, and hopefully you guys are listening. Thanks for coming again. Good. Thank you.